You guys, just unboxed my makeup fridge. I haven't put anything in it yet. I just plugged it in. But I'm pretty pumped about this. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is the much anticipated video on the makeup fridge I've been talking about in a couple recent videos and on Instagram. I showed that I ordered one of these dang makeup fridges and I saw it on Instagram, I believe was the first place it came across my feed. I think maybe in an ad or something. I saw someone basically showing their skincare and it was in this little fridge. And we're talking a very small fridge, okay? I think these are typically the kinds of micro fridges that would hold like a 6-pack of pop or beer. The brand or the company makeup fridge is not the only horse in this race, and I'll talk about that a little bit more because I do want to provide some things to think about for anybody who's considering buying one of these. Because there are these little fridges sold on Amazon for less money. I spent $79 on this thing from the Makeup Fridge website, and I kind of wanted to see, is this legit? Is this really the real deal? Is this going to be good? And I chose the pink shade. They now have like a couple of other colors. There's a blue, I think a purple, a yellow now, and just a standard white. And while it's called a makeup fridge, I think skincare is kind of the big draw for what to put in it. Like if you check out their Instagram, you look at some examples of what people have done in their makeup fridges. It's really about kind of keeping your skincare chilled. And before I get into the nitty-gritty of like my fridge and my experience with this, I did look up like what are the actual benefits of keeping products cold or keeping skincare products in the fridge. And for the most part, this is about the feeling you get, the experience of putting on something that's been chilled, it feels good on the face, but there aren't a lot of situations where there's a concrete need to do this. That's why so many of us have gotten along so well, so long without a makeup fridge. But there are some ingredients, like I've seen vitamin C mentioned over and over again, that for it to be at its most potent, it could be a good idea to keep products with that ingredient chilled. Also, if you're using an eye cream, it can have an added actual depuffing benefit when you apply it cold. And the same can be said for skincare tools like rollers and things like that. When you use them cold, you might see physically more of a benefit on your skin. But beyond that, for the most part, I really think this is just if you enjoy the cooled effect on your skin applying these products, that's where the fridge comes in. And it's not an absolute necessity. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But do I like mine a lot? After about a week of use, yeah, I can say I'm enjoying it a lot. I use it downstairs in my bathroom. I've got a little area that's kind of like where our tub is. There's like this raised area, and I had a little basket where my face masks were, and now I just kind of put this in beside that. And I'm using it for my nighttime skincare down there. Now I do morning skincare up here. It's a different grouping of products. And I remembered thinking when I got one, will I use this upstairs or downstairs? But I kind of saw a little more advantage to using it at nighttime because I thought face masks would be something that I could put in here and get more use out of. A facial roller, stuff like that, even those cooling like masks that have the beads in it and stuff. I thought evening would be a time when I can take my time a bit more with skincare and just really enjoy it and treat it as more of this like pampering experience. You know, I don't do a lot of pampering things as far as beauty goes. I don't go out and get my nails done. I'm not frequenting the spa, but this could be my little daily luxury, you know? And as a mom, I think we deserve that. We're spending a lot of our day thinking about other people and everyone else's needs, and it's kind of nice at the end of the day. You get that nice feeling of taking all your makeup off and then, okay, now I'm gonna reach for my skincare, and it feels so good going on. And you guys know, though, I'm a person who particularly enjoys the cooling effect. I don't know how many times there's been a lip balm that was cooling or an under eye stick that was cooling, and I've talked about it here on my channel, and I just go gaga for that experience. So it really does something for me when I'm putting on this cooled stuff. And so basics of this fridge, my first impression when I got the fridge was, wow, this is so light. Like the box arrived on my doorstep and I don't know what I was expecting, and I guess a little more weight to it just because it's a refrigerator, but this is a very, very lightweight fridge. It does have a handle on top. It has a plug that you just plug it into the wall, or you can also plug it into your car. I think this is going off of the idea of many different micro fridges where people might keep one in the car and keep a nice cool beverage in there. But there aren't a lot of frills on the the inside, there is a little tray that you can have in or out that will separate you and give you a bit of a shelf. And there's a little area on the door where you can maybe slip in a couple things. For pretty much every product I want to use, I feel like there's ample space. As far as the mechanics of it, the door feels kind of lightweight. I mean, it's just not the same feeling of shutting your full-size refrigerator in your kitchen. You know, it has a little click. It seems to shut securely. I guess my point here is very lightweight, but I don't yet see any kind of drawback from that. Also, there is a slight hum that it puts out. I actually don't think I'd even mind it if I were shooting a video up here and that was in the background. I'm not sure that it would even come through. It's very quiet, but there is something. Like I walk into the bathroom and I immediately do hear it. It's just kind of like the softest, white noisy kind of sound. And if I can pick that up on camera, I'll show it. But a little tour of what I am keeping in there. I have a couple of these little like eye gel things from Vintage Cosmetics Company. And you know, just those little things you can sit over your eye and have that nice cooled effect if you want to lay down. I've got a sheet mask in there. I intend to put more masky type things in. I think that'll feel really, really nice sometime. This rose quartz roller I think came in a PR package somewhere along the line. Hadn't used it for the longest time. Decided that this would be one of the things I keep in the makeup fridge, and man, I love using this at night. I'll put like a facial oil on and then just go to town with this, and it feels so, so good. And it feels cooling the entire way through. That stays really cold. I've got a couple of masks from Bliss here. I have not yet tried that Mighty Marshmallow mask, but the Watermelon mask is like a nighttime sleeping mask. So you spend about a minute massaging it into your skin and then you just let it stay. And it doesn't feel like a lot on your skin, but I tell you, I wake up in the morning and everything feels so soft. And you kind of wonder how that happened because it didn't feel like insanely rich on the skin, but it's really nice and it smells awesome. For nighttime skincare right now, I'm using a lot of Drunk Elephant. I've got the Shava Complex Eye Serum, and this is a really thin eye serum, and I had been using something a little stronger than this, and then I noticed I was getting increased eye sensitivity, like with false lashes and different eye products, and I didn't know if maybe it could be traced back to skincare. So I decided to go with this because I feel like it's very gentle, but I love the feel and it feels great going on cold. I've also been using this Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil a lot. That'll be the thing that I put on, then I'll use my roller, and then sometimes I'll stop there, or I may follow up with the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, which I've talked about this particular product a lot. This is probably the thing that's been in my skincare routine the longest. It's a very rich facial moisturizer. I used up an entire little guy of that, and then I was sent some products from Drunk Elephant, and I just kept using this. So rich and creamy, great for normal to dry skin. I think it's going to be lovely to continue using that into the summer. You get maybe a little more sun exposure, and therefore I think more dryness. And yeah, I just absolutely love that stuff. Then I've got a few mists. These are smaller sizes because I've got the little shelf in, and you're not going to fit a full size like tall facial mist inside. I guess you could remove that shelf and have a little more height to work with. Maybe laying something sideways or diagonal could create more space for a taller bottle, but this is just what I'm doing. I put my smaller things in. This Dalton Skin Reviving Setting Mist. I sometimes like using that throughout the day. This Face and Body Mist from Bath and Body Works is kind of nice. It feels really good just all over the body. I've also got an itty bitty rose water mist from Garnier, and another one that I had kept in there that is now upstairs because I talked about it recently in a video is my Kopari, the Coconut Rose Toner. So good. So that is what I've got in there right now. I think I will probably rotate, change, come up with other good ideas for what I want to put inside, but it's ample space for these things and I could still fit a few more. But I feel like my experience putting on my nighttime skincare is something I really look forward to now. It's become this kind of luxurious, like end of the day ritual for me, and even Bub's kind of fascinated by it. I'm like, Bub, put on this eye cream, see how good it feels. What do you think about my makeup fridge?
I like it. It's cute. It's a little over the top, but in a good way.
Bub's pretty sure a six-pack will fit in there if all else.
I'm gonna start just keeping like one can.
You can try that.
Okay, that's nice.
So that's kind of my honest take on this, but it is extra. Like, it's just It's not a necessity. A lot of times I battle with this. There's the side of me that's like, oh, this is fun. This is so cool. I love it. And then there's the side that's like, this is not practical at all. Like, are you kidding me? This is not really necessary. So here's what I want you to think about. If you're considering getting one of these fridges, first off, think about the fact of whether or not you even really care to use cooled down products. You could also heat in this fridge. That's another thing. There's a hot switch. Not sure when I'd want to really use that. Got a little casserole you want to take to the potluck, keep it hot, put it in your makeup fridge. I think you should figure out if you really care to have your stuff chilled. And to do that, you could always use your regular refrigerator in your house for a couple days, keep your skincare in there, see what it feels like to apply it cold. And if you like that idea, and if you want the convenience of having that fridge, you know, in your handy place, whether that's a bathroom or a makeup room or wherever, then you could move forward with that idea. But I mean, there's no shame in sticking a few of the skincare items in with the, you know, milk and barbecue sauce and whatever for a couple days, just to see if you like the way that feels. So if you try that and you do really enjoy it, I wouldn't go straight for this fridge because this is the most expensive one I've seen. I go on Amazon and I do a search on micro fridges, and it basically, I think what the equivalent size-wise to what I have here is basically any fridge that they show on there that claims to hold a 6-pack. And you will see so many others, and I've seen other YouTubers using this brand like Kaluli or whatever it's called. I've seen people with that. They seem totally satisfied with it as their makeup fridge. Frigidaire has like this adorable kind of retro looking mini fridge. There are quite a few different brands. You can look through the ratings. I'm not able to specifically vouch for any of these because I don't own them, but I'm just saying you could save like 20, 30 bucks getting something a little different from Amazon, and they still have some cute colors. And if I ever got a second one, which the thought has crossed my mind to get one up here, even though I am pleased with the experience I have had with my makeup fridge, and I thought it was well packaged when it came. They did like text message updates when it was out for delivery and when it arrived and stuff. It did come with a little sheet of stickers if you want to put stickers on it. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but I think it's kind of pricey in comparison to some other products out there that are essentially able to do the same thing, it would seem. Cool stuff down. Can you cool it down? Okay. So that would be my advice, is just look into what else is out there, because again, if I bought another, I would probably go for something on Amazon. It'd save myself like 20 to 30 bucks. But I am glad I have it. I do think it's the little things in life. It makes nighttime skincare really fun and enjoyable. I'm excited to experiment with more masks and stuff of that nature in there. One that I want to repurchase is the moisturizing moon mask from Glossier, because that always felt really cooling as is. I think in the fridge it will feel amazing. Oh, also after my little tour, I ended up sticking in a couple of lip balms, one from Kapari and one is the mint lip balm, like the Mint Rush from Fresh, and that feels really nice out of the fridge. But please guys, let me know if you have any questions, anything I didn't cover here. Do you have one of these fridges? What's it been like for you? What kinds of products would you recommend putting inside? Let's chat about it in the comments. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.